Hello everyone, Austin Tucker here for Wrestling for Life to give you my Royal Rumble 2019 review. Sorry I'm getting it a little late because last night was just exhausting because the show didn't until midnight, so I really didn't have the strength to do a review, so now I'm finally doing it now, so I have the time. I'll go by each match, give my thoughts on it, and what I thought about each match, give you my overall grade on each show and all that stuff, blah blah blah. We'll start the kickoff show. A match that was not announced. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable against Scott Dawson and Akam. I think it was no, not Ike. I'm sorry, it was Razor, because I guess the other one, remember, Alters of Pain is injured and stuff. So just had a random tag team match. It was decent and stuff. Fiber people winning that, no surprise. So they're not. I was about to say they're still tag champions. Like what I'm talking about, that wasn't even a match for tag title. All right, they win a random tag team match, so that was good. Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Rusev for the United States Championship. It wasn't a bad match and stuff. They went back and forth for a while. I thought it was going to be a quick match, but they actually went a good length amount of time and stuff. Shinsuke wins the belt back and stuff after he was trying to loosen the turnbuckle on one horn. Lana tries to distract him, and then Rusev accidentally running for Shinsuke accidentally hits Lana, knocks her off. She hurts her foot. It looks like. Then he looks like he was concerned about Lana. And then Shinsuke hits the Kinshasa back of his head and wins the title. Now he's a two-time United States champion. Let's just hope this time around he'll actually defend the belt a little bit more and not like disappear for like months on end. But we'll see what happens during this Tuesday. Then the final kickoff match, which I thought was the best match of the kickoff show. Buddy Murphy defending the Cruiserweight title against Akira Tozawa, Kalisto, and Hideo Itami. Really good match. Lots of good spots. I like how there was like two guys on the apron and then Tozawa went under the legs of one of the competitors, which I forget who it was, and they did a suicide dive. That was pretty good spots. Like how they kept rolling up each other and stuff. Lots of back and forth action and stuff. It was a really good match. I was expecting Buddy Murphy or Dale to retain, or Buddy Murphy or Dale Tony win the belt since the Dale's never won a belt. But Buddy Murphy retains with the Murphy's Law. So I think at this point he should just hold the belt to WrestleMania and to losing to a random cruiserweight wrestler. And I hope it's like a guy that hasn't held the belt yet. And maybe he can drop it to at WrestleMania. But we'll see what happens. Going on to the main show. First match was Asuka defending the SmackDown with challenge Becky Lynch. This was a really good match, lots of back and forth action. I thought that's back and forth action looked like get reversing, get doing millions of submissions at each other and stuff. I thought for a minute that Asuka was going to beat Becky Lynch with her own move, the disarmer stuff, but she did not doing that. On that one point, that Becky was going to be Asuka with the Asuka lock. Sorry, sorry. Anyway, so it was a really good start to the show. I thought it was a really good match. To tell you the truth, I'm fans of both Becky and Asuka, so I honestly didn't care who won. Asuka, yeah, Asuka ended up winning instead of making her tap out. They could tap out to a random move. I forget what move it was. And Asuka still is SmackDown was champion, so I expect Asuka to hold the belt all the way until WrestleMania and stuff. Next, we had the SmackDown Live tag team titles. The Bar taking on the Miz and McMahon. This is actually a pretty good tag team match. Again, I didn't really care who won because if Miz and Shane would have won it, then I would have been interested how it goes. Bar changed it also because I like the Bar. Let's expect more action. I thought this was going to be a short match, but they actually let it go a little bit, and it was actually really good. And I liked that there was lots of good spots and all that. Shane went berserk at the beginning of the match. Sub looks like apparently he was trying to do an elbow drop to the announce table to think it was Cesaro, but then Sheamus came and stopped. Then Shane Shane attacked Sheamus and did like a move from the top rope to the outside to him. I thought in the end we saw that Miz and Jimmy won the SmackDown Tag Team titles after Shane finally for once hit the shooting star press on Cesaro won the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Now I'm really interested to see where this goes in the coming months. I still predict that maybe it's something for one of the next few reviews they'll lose the belts and stuff, and then they'll go on to face at WrestleMania, but I guess we'll go on and see what happens. So yeah, they win the belts. Next one was the Raw Women's Championship match, was a really good. Ronda Rousey defending against Sasha Banks. Sasha took it to Ronda. They really legit had you believe at one point that Sasha was going to be able to beat Ronda and stuff. It was a really good back and forth balance between the two. I really liked all the spots and all that. It was a really good match. Again, I didn't care who won. I just wanted to see the match and stuff. Stuff here and stuff back and forth and all that. In the end, we had Ronda Rousey winning with the move she called the Piper's Pit, that like spinning Samoan drop. I also think it's the first time I've seen Ronda win a match by pinfall. I don't think I've seen her beat anybody else by pinfall since then. So we'll see what So now afterwards, it looks like I thought Miss Sasha, the way she was the basic expressions like she was gonna turn heel and attack Ronda. She left and she came back and then did the four horsemen sign. So maybe she's shouting the four horsewomen match. That's at some point, which that would be good to see. It the match has been talked about for a while. Maybe we could see that sometime in the future. So then we had the women's Royal Rumble. Oh, this was a really good match. I really liked how we had Candice and Ray, Saria Sarai, I think that's how you say her name, and the Chinese woman, I forget her name was. Then we had this Lacey Candy, whatever. There's something like this, can't remember because I've never seen before. But I like the spot where one of them put their feet on the Tron thing at the ringside, outside the ring to get back in there. I like how Naomi jumped from the pants barricade and stuff. Then she started brawling with Mandy Rose. I thought it was kind of annoying at times with the Wyatt Squad members like Morgan started looking, kept throwing people up under the ring and kept throwing them stuff to help Ruby Riott. But damn, that cost them in the end because we got rid of them. The instinct was really good and stuff. Poor Lana though, I felt so sorry for her because she couldn't compete because her foot was hurt. She got hurt on the kickoff show. She was trying her best to vault to the ring, but she couldn't and stuff. In the end, Becky comes out and stuff, and then she convinces Fiddly to let her compete in the match, so she ended up getting on the match. It was really good in sequence. Looks like Becky hurt her knee. It looks like Charlotte was about to win, but then then she somehow got back in the ring before the female referee raised Charlotte's hand, and she somehow with her knee eliminated Charlotte. And Becky Lynch is going to WrestleMania. I never thought I would see the day. It stuff. So I'm expecting she'll probably take on Ronda, and then maybe that'll be at WrestleMania, and maybe Charlotte could get involved. But that ends up not being the case, and they changed their minds. I see Charlotte having a rematch with Asuka. So yeah, that was the Winter Rumble. Next up was the David Chip match. One match I was looking for the most. Daniel Bryan defending against AJ. I said when I was watching with my friend that it felt like the crowd was kind of silent, a little not really into it because they were just kind of maybe exhausted and burned out. That match, I felt like the TLC match was a little better, but this match was still good. I felt like they tried to rush through this match. Then out of nowhere, Eric Rowan comes out. I guess he's back officially and stuff, and the referee gets knocked down. And I know what I saw. I was like, oh, he's getting involved, and he did. And he chokeslams that's when I chokeslammed AJ and Daniel pins him. So I'm predicting maybe Luke Harper will be back and then form some kind of group or something with Daniel and stuff. That's what I'm predicting will happen next couple months. So I think we're gonna have another AJ and Daniel match. Maybe a Elimination Chamber of Fastlane. They get the Universal title match. Man, Finn really took it to Rock. Like, he really took it to Rock here. I really thought, legit here, that Finn Balor pulled off the way he was doing it. He, like, ran Brock's stomach and ribs into the announce table and stuff. He was really taking it. It looks like Brock had a hard time hitting German suplexes there in that match. I'm glad he never hit one because it hurt his ribs. So I thought when he hit the coup de grace, he had him beat. But then Finn Balor tapped out to the Cora lock, sadly. Now we have to get ready. I'm just being sarcastic when I say this. Get ready to see him Brock again for another 2 years, it feels like. So probably next time we'll see him is probably WrestleMania and stuff. Get to like speculation about whose opponent will be at WrestleMania here in a second. Then we got the men's Royal Rumble. Oh god, my favorite moment of the match was seeing Jeff Jarrett appear because Jeff Jarrett is my 7th favorite wrestler of all time. So, man, it was cool to see Jeff Jarrett. We saw Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. Aleister Black, Pete Dunne. The World match, I felt like they were rushing the entrances a little bit, in my opinion, but I still liked the match and stuff. But in the end, the man, the architect, Seth Rollins wins, and I suspect he'll be Brock's opponent at WrestleMania, because I heard rumors about that being planned for a while. So yeah, that's the big stuff and real stuff happened at the Royal Rumble. Overall, I give it a 10 out of 10 at A+. I think it was a really good show. I can't wait to see what WrestleMania brings the next and stuff. What match will be the next few weeks. Alright, like, share, and subscribe. If you watched the War in 2019, let us know what you thought about the show, what you rated from 1 to 10, and what your grade is for it in the comments below and stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the show in the comments below. I'm Austin Tucker from Wrestling for Life, and I'll see you next time.